up, bow? What's up, YouTube? I know the moment you guys have been waiting for. The first release of my own, very own page, John GOBEL. Haven't really come up with a catchy name yet, so stay tuned on that. But this is the branch off again of Not For The Weak that me and Joe Carroll Fitness both have together. But I finally came out with my own page, so this is the life of me, guys. This is what I feel. This is my own mind. This is my workout plans. This is me. If you guys really want to look into it, look into more. I'd love to hear from your guys' comments and stuff. But yeah, so first video decided I was going to go ahead and do arm day. And I'm not including shoulders on my arm day. I mean, some days I do, some days I don't. This one I'm talking bicep, tricep, forearms. Also, as a little added bonus, I threw in some abs for you guys at the very end. It's really sped up, so I mean, there's better ab videos that I'll explain more into them, but I just wanted to show you my entire workout in this video. So first things first, as you guys have noticed in the background this whole time, I've been doing bicep curls, just regular arm curls. Yeah, I did about, I'd say 3 or it may have been 4 sets. I think it was 3 sets though. Not sure. Regardless, it was an increasing increment of weight. And no, I think I drop weighted on this one. Yeah, I did drop weight. I went from 45, 35, or 45, 40, 35. And this, I just went into some reverse arm curls on this. Again, just training different parts of the forearm based on the grip that you're holding it in. All majorly using your biceps, just your secondary muscles will be your forearms for the grip. Go ahead and when you're doing these to make sure that you're really keeping your arms to your side. And when I mean to your side, I'm talking about beside you, not dug deep into your body to help throw it with your back. I've always had like the biggest struggle of trying to just stay straight upright when I'm doing these, especially with really heavy weights. Because I mean, you don't want to throw your back, you don't want to rock, like you're trying to isolate your biceps specifically. What I do is a trick, if you guys can't seem to stop the swaying, is what you can do is you can put your back against the wall, or a mirror in this case, and just really help prevent you from swaying. Again, it's sped up so it looks pretty decently bad as the swaying right now. Sway is natural though. I mean, you can try to make it perfect, but a little sway is not horrible, let's be honest. So going straight into some tricep extensions on this one, cable triceps to be more precise. This is a rather new gym when I started recording. Oh, and by the way, let me know how you guys feel of the camera quality. This is the first time I ever used our brand new SJ Cam 4000. By the way, it also scratched the lens after this video, so I literally had to replace the lens already. But anyhow, let me know the quality and what you think of it. When I'm doing this one, I like to really get over it as much, and then like get a nice good stance while you're doing it, and keep your arms directly to your sides. Don't keep them wide out. You're not trying to fly on this one. When you push down, you only really have to go about 3/4 of the way back up. Don't fully extend it up, because then you're just putting your shoulders into the equation when we were really only isolating triceps. I think I did 3 sets, weight increment increasing as well. And again, here's another really good tricep workout that I absolutely love. This is probably one of my favorites, followed by dips. Dips is my top. These are called skull crushers, guys. Again, isolating your triceps, bringing it straight down to your forehead. Don't bang your head against it. You know, it's horrible. I hate seeing people who like chest press, bench press and stuff, and they slam the weight into their chest. I mean, they're gonna hurt themselves doing that. It's horrible. Same thing. I mean, I don't think you're really gonna bang your head on the metal or pole or anything, but you never know. Let me just throw out the discrepancy now. But again, keeping your elbows so they're pointing down towards your knees to help isolate them. You don't want them wide out again. You don't want them pointing to your shoulders. It really isolates the movement so that you hit the triceps extremely well on this one. So you guys know I did speed up the time frame on a few of these videos, so I'm really not hitting the reps like stupidly crucial fast on them. But you know, relatively. This wasn't my max weight, so I was able to do a decent amount of reps on these. Again, I was more of going for like a burnout on this workout rather than like a mass gain. I'm not trying to. In this case, it was more of I was trying to kill my arms and just really fatigue them to failure. But I really wanted to do these preacher curls, is what these are called next. And you're probably wondering, why doesn't he just use the machine that's directly in front of him? Well, you know, I tried to do that, but it just came out horrible. I don't even want to talk about it. Like, the machine was just like, it felt like it was using like the resistant cables, and it only felt like it was going about half a rep. When you do these, always do a full rep. You don't want these ugly biceps with these gaps in between your forearms and your biceps. You really have to go all the way down to the insertion, all the way back up each time, every time. And I mean, and again, the best point of a preacher curl is that if you can't get the sway down and isolate your back, it really isolates your bicep. One of the best ways to isolate your biceps on that. This is tricep extensions with dumbbells, or I guess some people can call them isolated skull crushers, but I call them that more because they're not necessarily pointing out towards the mirror in this case, like I said before. Again, in this case, your elbow can be pointing out towards your side, and make sure it's one solid motion down towards your chest and all the way out. You can see me cracking up in half of this video just because of all the randomness going on in the background. Our videos, like when we work out, we're just cracking jokes on each other the whole time. It's hilarious. I mean, you see Joe Carroll Fitness in the background doing his own workout. You got a few of my other boys just walking around, and we're sitting there baking on one kid who's like, all I ever do is chest. I mean, he's big as hell in the chest, but he's got little chicken legs on the feet. He's like, I do it maybe once a month, but, you know, no judgment. It's preference. I think you should always do legs, build your base, but that's another story. We're not going into that right now. But yeah, continuing on with more tricep extensions. Again, I sped this video up a little bit more. Guys, you gotta look at the faces. That's part of the form, you know. Say it all the time. Now, I don't understand, like, this was a rather new gym, as I said before, but it didn't have dip machine. What gym does not have dips in it? Like, that's like one of the most crucial tricep / chest workouts you can physically do. Like, I love dips. Who doesn't love dips? What bodybuilder you know will say dips are bad or horrible, blah, 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 blah. I don't understand. So I had to go ahead and make my own machine, and I did it on the shoulder press. It's kind of wider than I really wanted it because I was trying to isolate more the tricep than my chest. But, you know, you kind of got to roll with it and just do what you can. It was really the only closest machine that I could use in the whole building. But on another side note, we kind of found one upstairs hidden in a closet. It's a really ugly machine, so I don't know if I would have rather used that anyway. And going on to some forearm curls, you know, make sure you hit it from both different angles, you'll see in a minute, but curling all the way down, all the way up, just isolating your forearms by putting them against your legs so that you're really just curling at the wrist, more or less. Helps you get really good definition and makes your vascularity pop. You'll have veins coming out your arms, like just crucial. Google Maps will be trying to sponsor you, you know, using your veins as roadways. But yeah, I went ahead and I did the bar before. I wanted to try to do some some dumbbells on this one. Wasn't really liking it as much because there was too much movement. It wasn't isolating it in my interest or the way that I really liked it. It's always funny whenever you do forearms. I mean, the jokes were just coming through left and right. I was trying so hard to keep a straight face throughout this whole thing. Again, I tried to use it the reverse way with dumbbells, and I just was not loving the results I was getting. Again, you can see I was kind of flailing a little bit on my form, which was just, I mean, it was doing a trick, but it wasn't doing it to how I loved it. Normally, I use the easy bars that they have at like the military gyms and stuff, where you can just go ahead and grab it and increase it by 10 pounds every time you want to. But I already started, so I was like, let me just go ahead and finish this. And since I wasn't really finding any other use, and I didn't want to use the whole bench press bar to make my own weights, kind of really long, wasn't liking it. But my biceps were just, you know, not dying and screaming for help at the moment, so I said, alright, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and add some hammer curls on this one. It's pretty obviously common sense why we call it a hammer curl, but just so those who don't understand, you hold it like it looks like a hammer. Yeah, that's enough said. Bummy guys. But anyhow, continuing on with my hammer curls. Going crucial on the biceps. Just was killing them, going to failure. Like, that's the best way to really work it, in my opinion. You just want to go to failure until they're screaming for help at the moment. I actually was working with one lady who was asking me, like, she ran marathons, she's a runner, she loves it, but she asked me because she wanted a bunch of advice on lifting, and she told me she did her bicep curls, and like she couldn't move her arm, and she was like panicked about it, and I was like, that is perfect, you're doing great, that's how you do it. She was so worried that she was like breaking her arm or something doing it. I mean, no pain at all, she just was worried it wasn't going up anymore. I was like, this is what we call failure, that's our goal. Anyhow, on this one, I was going ahead and, I guess they're called lateral obliques, raises is what I want to call them. Not 100% sure, I will check the name on that one later. But, really just shred your obliques and your serratus anterior. Absolutely crucial. You're going to get the fish scales on the side, is what I like to refer it as. I think we did increasing weights, 80s, 90s, and 100, I want to say. Should have definitely wrote these weights down, guys. Definitely do that future reference. But, yeah, so got a good grip on this. Best thing to do when you do these is have a really good stance. A lot of people will like lift their leg up in that, like their opposite leg that they're extending down with. And it doesn't, it throws you off balance. You really want to keep your feet completely on the ground and whatnot. And again, this is all the extra ab portion I added to the end of the video. Right here, we got planks with slight pelvic thrust into them. Not like trying to just go deep in it, if you know what I mean. But basically, when you do a little bit of flutters into it, it really helps just feel that burn deep in their abs. Like your core is just screaming for help at the moment. Originally, we were going to add this as a ab video secondly, but we just weren't really loving it. I mean, it was 3 in the morning when we recorded this video, and just after the arm alone, we were just crucially tired. But we said, hey, I'm not going to wimp out on this and go ahead and do it anyway. Going into some flutter kicks right now. Think we did timed segment. Yeah, we did timed segment. It was a minute for each. We did 2 sets, a minute of... or 2-minute each segments of planks, 2-minute each segments of flutter kicks. We did what I've heard so many names for them. They're called Patrick Stars. They're called penguins, anything. But this is basically what I'm talking about right here. And these, like, you look like an idiot when you do it. Like, Joe was like so mad. He's like, "Don't post it. I look dumb." Blah blah blah. I don't see that. I mean, it is really crucial. Like, until you do it, I don't think you understand. What you want to do when you do it, though, is you want to crunch in. Your shoulder blades cannot be touching the ground. Like, you have to be in a crunch while you're doing it. And then you're just going to go from side to side while touching your ankles. And it just shreds your abs. Crucial. Trust me. Do it and then talk to me. Make sure that your shoulder blades are off the ground, though. Again, going into some more planks here. Quick little video of it. Didn't think I needed the whole segment of it. More penguins. Again, really love this workout. Everyone stares at you like you're retarded or something while you do it, but they don't know. They just don't know. And we were doing a time segment, and this was like one of the last things we did, so by now we are just like failing. I mean, I could go for like 10 seconds at a time, both of us, before we were like, alright, I need a break. Last thing I did, though, was 1 set of 60 toe touches, and I sped this up like 4 times the speed, so trust me, guys, I'm really not that crucial at it. And I did 60 reps of toe touches, or B-sits is what I think it's called. But I hope you guys enjoy, subscribe, and follow my page. Send some comments. I want to hear what you guys think.